Sketch Therapy, $1.99. Thank you. What would you do a Chunk Kills the 80s universe parody? Yeah, I would love to. I would love to have Chunk murder everyone.
My cat?
No, Chunk from no, not Chunk. I'm sorry, Sketch Therapy, not Chunk. Chunk is one of I think you meant Sloth. You meant Sloth. Because one night, I think you were on that stream with me where we just got drunk and I was, and by we, I meant I got drunk and talked about the ramifications of bringing Sloth home in Goonies. That
yeah, like he can't just make that decision. Chunk can't, right?
Yes, certainly the family was murdered, certainly. And in a brutal way. I don't even see Sloth using like instruments like a club or a knife. I think he would barehand it. And I would not only would I think he would barehand it, but I don't even mean like with striking blows. I mean he would pull hunks of you off.
Yeah.
Barehanded, like pull you apart.
If he has a sex drive, like, I mean, you gotta watch out, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, we just caught him on a good day when he saved those kids, but shit, once he figures out porn and hot neighbor chicks, because he's been chained up his whole life, right?
Yeah. Does Chunk have an older sister?
There you go. She's in trouble.
I bet that's what's. All right, let's write this story right now. They get him home.
Yep.
The mother and father are looking at each other like nervously, like, what have we got ourselves into? You know, he's brought this fucking muscle-bound monster, like a true monster, not adjusted to society in any ways. And
they all come down for breakfast.
And Chunk's sister's home from college, and she's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding? This guy's a fucking monster. And he's like starts crying.
Yeah. He starts pointing. He starts pointing at himself and then her, then himself and then her.
Yeah, and then she's like, ew. And then he's like, he's outside looking through a window and she's getting changed. And then he just, you know, it's like it's a boner kill at that point. He goes in to attack her, to rape her, if you will. And the father tries to stop him, and then the rampage begins. Yeah, and then the
dad just gets like limbs torn off, genitals, and rips them apart like a chimp.
I bet the first time he hits him, he punches him in the stomach with like a straight hand, like his fingers outstretched, and like hooks under the guy's ribs, and then pulls it forward and just breaks his entire rib cage.
Yeah,
and then the sound of his breaking bones just makes his already large erection even more, even harder.
The mom comes up with a vase and breaks it over his head.
And he turns it to her and just for her, I bet he puts both his hands in her mouth and just pulls apart.
Oh yeah.
Pulls her face off.
Or does the thumb thing like in Game of Thrones right through the eyes. That one guy, you killed my mother.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I would like to see him do the just keep, 4 fingers on each side of her mouth, in the mouth, thumbs on the chin, and then just one yanking, and then she's just a skeleton right there with her eyes in there and her face and hair split on her shoulders.
Yeah. Then Chunk or Sloth sees the sister still in the house because they've made it to the backyard this whole
now
time.
He's got like a total blood boner going. Like he's soaked in blood and he wants her.
Yep.
I mean,
walks up to her, and then right before he gets to her, he hears Chunk in the background. He's like,
I love you.
I love you, Sloth. I love you. I love you, Chunk.
And then he pulls him like Ned Beatty, and then oh my god,
whoa! That's where the movie cuts, right? I don't think we can go any further than that legally.
Yeah, it goes. The camera just drifts out the window, but you know what's going on. You can hear it.
Oh yeah, just like Grizzly Man, you just hear the terror and shit breaking. Oh, dear God, no, dear God.
It writes itself. I'm surprised it hasn't been done.
Yeah.
Who owns that? Spielberg?
I think so.
I guess he doesn't like money.
Mm-mm. Let me look it up. Goonies might have been one of those oddball. No, I'm pretty sure Spielberg had something to do with that. Goonies.
We get Cyndi Lauper back in to do an updated theme song.
Oh yeah, story by Steven Spielberg and Chris Columbus, directed by Richard Donner. Donner.
Richard Donner of
Superman,
Lethal Weapon, and Superman.
Mm-hmm. And was it Exorcist?
Did he direct that? No.
That or The Omen. I keep mixing them up.
I think The Omen.
Richard Donner. Omen? Yep, Omen. There we go.
All right, let me see. I got some. Thank you, Sketch Therapy. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I will write that. I'm pretty sure you meant to write Sloth, but you wrote Chunk.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then my whole thing is Sloth leaves and just keeps going into other 80s movies. And
Mike says Uncle Buck.
Yeah, he could run into Uncle Buck's house, like while he's watching Macaulay Culkin murder that whole family, run out, kill Ferris Bueller and his friends. Just a rampage of Sloth killing everybody in every 80s movie.
Maybe Uncle Buck is Chunk's uncle as well. And
yeah,
he breaks in last second, so we don't have to do the cutaway. And he
what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, he saves Chunk and his sister. Maybe sacrificing his own life.
At what cost, John?
His own life?
His own life.
And his butthole.
There's a rage boner in there somewhere. It's got to go somewhere. It's got to go somewhere.
No.
Anyway, thank you, Sketch Therapy, for this